It all started 7 years from now. It was 8 November 2016 when I came home after playing basketball. At around 7 pm, I just went through my regular routine and suddenly someone called my mom and said to watch the news. The time was 8:20 pm and we got to know that Narendra Modi became Iron Man and with a snap of his finger, all 500 and 1000 notes would cease to exist.
मैं नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी
In 2016, a significant event unfolded in India known as demonetization. Imagine a bustling nation filled with diverse cultures, languages, and a vibrant economy. At the helm was Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who announced a surprising and unprecedented move one evening through a televised address. Prime Minister Modi shared that certain currency notes, specifically the 500 and 1000 rupee bills, would no longer hold their value in the financial system. These notes were abruptly declared as no longer legal tender, causing a wave of surprise and confusion across the country.
After listening to this, my mom panicked because we were having around 28,500 rupees cash in our home. At that point of time, my mother was looking me and I was looking her, and we had the same thought to go to a bank and deposit the money. My mom nodded her head.
Overnight, long queues formed outside banks and ATMs as citizens rushed to exchange their old notes for new ones. The move was intended to curb corruption, black money, and counterfeit currency. It aimed to encourage digital transactions and enhance the formal economy.
The next morning, when I went to the bank, and what I saw was jaw dropping. A line so long, which felt like a line to buy some precious thing or something like that. We stood for around 4 hours in the queue, and just when we were almost there to exchange our money, the bank people said that there was no more money to exchange. How I felt like I was lucky because I had just deposited all my money through cash deposit machine into my bank account. It was an achievement unlocked for me. I thought that we went through the worst phase now, we will be happy. But it was just the wind blowing before the thunderstorm. The big day was yet to come. Just after 2 days, my mom realized that we did not have any food left in our home, and to buy the groceries there was no cash with us. Also, the shopkeepers were not using payment apps. So she bought soya bean and told me to bring cash from ATM or banks. Again, when I went to the bank, and the same thing happened again with me, waiting in the line. I was roaming from one ATM to another just to withdraw money. Anyhow, I managed to get a sum of 4,000, but it was not enough. From that point of time, whenever we hear that one ATM has cash, we were like,
चल 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 गाड़ी स्टार्ट कर चल चप्पल छूट गया हम फर्स्ट
On one hand, there was widespread disruption in daily life, especially for those who heavily relied on cash transactions. On the other hand, digital payment platforms saw a surge in usage, and some argued that this step could have long-term benefits for the economy. Small businesses and the farmers faced difficulties due to the sudden shortage of cash. However, supporters believed that this move would pave the way for a cleaner, more transparent economy in the long run. The demonetization policy led to intense debates, with experts and citizens weighing in on its impact. Eventually, new currency notes were introduced and the situation gradually began to stabilize. The story of demonetization in India is one of drastic action, mixed consequences, and a nation's attempt to reshape its financial landscape. It remains a significant chapter in India's modern history, illustrating the complexities, and challenges of implementing economic reforms on a massive scale.